All right, traders, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about AMC, and that's really it for the video. I also do want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, which is way off the rocker and something I usually don't talk about, but I like what I'm seeing. So let's not waste any more time. We're getting to the charts, and we're getting to the options because they look so juicy. So you already know the drill. Like, subscribe, do what you got to do, even unsubscribe if you have to. Let's get to it.
I got no drip in my pocket. Forgot it, or maybe
Okay, so the first thing I want to say before I even touch the charts, I did enter these options right there. I posted those on my Twitter. The link for Twitter is down below. I'm literally there all day and all night, memeing, trolling, and posting the hottest trades on the market. Absolute transparency from the one, the only, Tyler Wilson. Now, you know I don't always win on the channel. Sometimes I do lose. I am in fact human. I am not a robotic cyborg that just prints dollar bills from my white anus, like your boy, the Federal Reserve. But all jokes aside, I am in those calls. I am in those options. I like what I'm seeing. I'm still holding my shares. Let's get to the charts. Okay, so we're gonna try to cover this very quick, short, sweet, to the point. Now, earnings are Monday afternoon after hours. That is important to know. Now, what happened today? What was going on? This was absolutely beautiful. The best entries for the day were absolutely at close. You could have entered down here, but honestly, Ivy would have killed you and it probably would have been the same value right there. So you entered around the last 15, 30 minutes of the day. Hottest time to enter, played out great. That's when I entered those plays, and that's where I called them out on Twitter as well. Now, let's talk about a few things. What we projected for today, we didn't see a push. We didn't see an absolute spike down. What we saw was downside consolidation above our key support. Now, we've been calling for this for the past 2 days. Even when we had this nasty dip down here, we weren't concerned. We weren't panicked. We knew we still had the remainder of the week to get back to where we needed to get. And you've got back there. You came back down. You've tested support. You bounced up. You tested again. You're making, lower highs, but you're also making higher lows, and you're pinching, and it looks like you're breaking out of this channel. And what I want to see come Monday morning is a reclaim of this daily and a slow progression push going into earnings. And then probably by midweek, I want to see a test of 37.5. That's kind of pushing it, but I do want to set overall goals for earnings and what I'm anticipating over the course of the next week and a half, whatever it may be. I'm not seeing straight parabolic rocket ship movement to the moon. Could that happen? Yes. But I am not betting my hard-earned cold cash on a straight rocket ship. I'm not there. That's not what I'm doing. I think this is marking the bottom of this local range of us pushing down. I think this is marking the bottom of this overall downtrend that we have had here, and this overall retracement from these local highs of 70, almost $80, right? I think that's what's happening right now. And I couldn't necessarily be happier with the way that it's all happening. So this looks very good. You're breaking out of this channel here. You're coming back. And what I want to see is just slow waves coming back up, reclaiming above this 37.5, 38 range, and then continuous pushing. Now, the key ranges that we need to watch in the upcoming weeks, and I know we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but it's going to be the 52.5 in my opinion, and then 44.2, 44.3 up here. That's going to be the big area. 41, I have it as a big block as well. I don't, for some reason, I just don't see this being the major support or resistance. I think it's going to be 44. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, either this range right here or right here. That's the only kind of toss-up for me, in my opinion. But besides that, those are the big blocks. 52 is going to be the really big test. But as of right now, I think we're bottoming out. I think we're going to start the uptrend, and we're starting to move back to the upside. Am I saying $100? It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as of right now, I do think we're coming out of the bottom of a downtrend. That's just my opinion. I think this could take some time. I'm not expecting this to be done in a month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm expecting this to just to start trending back up on the positive side of things. I still think there's more things we need to see on the market as far as options and things like that. However, I like what I'm seeing. I'm excited. AMC looks pretty juicy, and I think you can make a lot of money on the options end, and I think the shares that you're holding are going to start turning back into the green and making you more money. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. Do whatever you need to do. Talk to a financial advisor. I'm not one of those. I'm just a kid that goes to college, likes finance, and makes money trading stocks. Okay, so I want to look at Bitcoin really quick. And I know a lot of you guys aren't really interested in Bitcoin, and you don't really trade cryptos, but you might trade stocks. And if you're interested in trading stocks, the ones that I'm trading are either going to be Mara. That's a good one. Right is the one that I'm specifically in. I entered right here at $33 on options for $35 for the 20th, I believe, or maybe the 20th. I think it's the 20th. And so that's where I have those $35 strikes. Those are barely in the money right now, actually a little bit underneath, but they're still kind of making me look really good right now. I think we have a 37.5 push in the books for us. That's what I'm watching for there. But I also want people to be aware of the ticker symbol CAN. This is a riskier play, but I think this thing could go absolutely bonkers and go to $20, $15, $20 very quick in a hurry. So keep that on your radar. BT is a great example. Bit Digital, they ran just absolutely wild. So just keep ticker symbol CAN on your radar. I'm not saying buy them or anything like that. Just take a look into the company. I think there's potential there. But back to Bitcoin really quick. I think Bitcoin's coming out of this really big just downward cycle that it's been in. You're finally pushing back above 42, 43. You have the bill coming in from the Senate. That Senate bill isn't necessarily bullish, I guess, for Bitcoin as a whole, but for miners, it's very strong. And if Bitcoin stays relatively strong, miners will absolutely soar, in my opinion. And the more regulation you're getting on Bitcoin, even if it's more taxes, I don't care. It's better for Bitcoin because there's more banks, there's more traders coming into this. And the more this gets regulated, the more money that's going to come into it, and the more you're going to see these stocks do well and better and make you more money. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. Take that as you will. All right, so I didn't want to go too far into Bitcoin and stuff like that, but I really do like what's going on. I think there's a lot of upside. Just keep that on your radar. That's all I'm saying. As far as AMC, I do really like it. I think there's tons of upside. I think you're bottoming it out. And ultimately, when you come into the stage of risk and reward, I don't think the risk and reward could get any better for AMC at this moment. I would have liked the short borrow fee to be a little bit higher. Utilization's back at around 93%. Those are really good numbers. I like what you're saying. I still think there's more upside to come. I'm not saying you get that parabolic push just yet. That could take a few more months to really start getting crazy pushes. We're going to get into that in later videos, but I will say you're setting up for a really good position, and I did enter my calls like I said I would, and if I lose, I lose. Earnings look very enticing. I think Adam Aaron's going to have very strong projections as well for the remainder of the year. I do think this is going to be one of the best earnings that we'll see as far as the outlook. I think that we're coming into a very strong place. I think Adam Aaron's also going to confirm that there will be no shutdowns or lockdowns as far as his company goes, that they're not going to be mask mandating or anything like that. I would suspect that he won't do that, just to kind of keep the momentum going with AMC. I think earnings are hot. I like what I'm seeing. AMC to the moon, and I'm going to be there when we're traveling. So don't forget to like, subscribe, unsubscribe if you have to. We'll be back tomorrow. Namaste.
Don't got enough to go cop it. I'm about to take off like a rocket.